Welcome to the NLP UK Training podcast. I'm Callie Fraser.
And I'm Steve Kay.
And we have the lovely Megan O'Connor with us today. So, Megan, you have your own coaching business, don't you?
Yeah.
I think what would be quite interesting for our listeners to kind of understand today is what kind of things do your coachees, your clients, come and talk to you about?
Yeah. So I get a lot of people who have self-doubt. They struggle with confidence. So it's things like, I would never be able to speak to a stranger and just go up to them and introduce myself. If we was at a group event, I would feel really awkward to go make new friends. I have people who mention in the workplace that they feel really uncomfortable when it comes to like group days and they're expected to contribute. Like that will cause them days of anxiety before going in. I have people with who aren't in a relationship who are wanting to seek a relationship, and it might be online dating, and at that point where they feel like it's a good time to suggest meeting, they'll hold back and they won't suggest the meeting.
Okay.
So it's a lot of self-doubt and confidence to be who they are as well.
Yeah, I think that's something where people can almost show a mask to the world, can't they?
Yeah. 100%.
And so how do you help these people? What do you do with them?
So through coaching, I help them to just take a step back and just help them come out of that thought process of not being confident and just really help them to let go of that. And when that slips away,
Yeah.
just see what comes up for them.
And do you do anything else besides coaching? Do you use any NLP or?
Yeah, breakthrough days are great for this.
Okay. What's the breakthrough day then?
So a breakthrough day is where you spend a full day with somebody who is committed to making the change, believe they can make the change, and is ready to make the change. And you really work with them to let go of any limiting beliefs around them not being good enough. A lot of the confidence struggles are normally sat on top of that. Let go of any emotions that they might have been holding on to. Sometimes I have a common theme of shame and guilt coming through with clients. And then I work on what that heart desire is.
Yeah.
And sometimes they have no idea, and it's so beautiful to help uncover that with them when they've let go of all that negative limiting beliefs and emotions that have been holding them back.
And sometimes people can't see their heart's desire because everything's so clouded by those limiting beliefs, by maybe some negative stuff that's happened in the past. So they kind of can't see the wood for the trees.
How do they know they've got a lack of confidence and it's not just them, that's the way they are? Because I'm sure when I did NLP and got rid of my lowest level limiting belief, I didn't even know I had it, but I was acting in accordance with it.
Yeah.
But I didn't know I had it. I started off quality culture. We'd been doing, we've been going for 7 or 8 years, quite successful, working with, big companies, doing leadership training. I didn't know I'd got a limiting belief. So how do they recognize they've got stuff?
I completely get that because I didn't recognize I had one either. But I think it's about, there will be signs.
Yes.
There will be voices or feelings that are trying to come through.
Okay.
And I think sometimes you just have to try listen to those, or take a minute to maybe question why you feel like this. Because like we've spoke about before, you get into those habits of just going through day to day, and you kind of think this is who I am and what I am, And when I work with people in addiction, there's a lot around that.
Yeah.
This is who I am. This is what I am. I'm broken. I get a lot of, and it's absolutely not true. You are perfect. It's just about, like you say, brushing off that dust and getting to the core of who they are.
It's really interesting that people almost take these things on as kind of who they are, not just the behaviours.
Oh
that
yeah,
they're
definitely. It's an
exhibiting.
identity thing, isn't
Yeah.
it? Because I've heard loads of people say, "Oh, would you go for a promotion?" No, no, that's not for me.
Yeah.
I'm not that kind of person.
Yeah.
I'm not ambitious, or I'm not this, or I'm not that. Whereas it might be quite fulfilling for them to do
Yeah.
something new. So do many people come to you, but they're not quite sure what it is that's holding them back?
Yeah, they just know that's something. They're having problems that are occurring, and they might have been there a while, or they might have just happened. If they've been there a while, they might have started to escalate more. So it's causing more of a problem in the day-to-day life.
Yeah.
So I had a lady who always felt like she wasn't confident, but she pushed herself through all the time. And then she had an incident at work and a conflict, and she just wasn't able to do that anymore. She didn't have the foundation underneath, and then what's happened just completely floored her. So she was really struggling to go into work.
So if anybody wants to contact you and they felt they had this, how would they contact you? We can put something up later with your details on, but how would they contact you?
I'm on Instagram and on Facebook, and I have other contact details that I can share.
Good. And what are you on Instagram?
Be better with Meg, or be.better with Meg, because Be Better with Meg was taken, believe it or not.
Was it? Say that again.
You just want me to say it again, don't
I know why you say get it, so they get a chance to write it down.
you? Be.better with Meg.
I'm sure we can have a caption of that coming up.
We can certainly do that for you, Meg.
So if you're feeling any of those things, you've got a brilliant coach here who not only can do NLP, hypnosis, timeline therapy at Master Practitioner level, but she's also a really good 3 principles coach, which means she can take a deep dive with you into what's really going on.
Thank you.
You're more than welcome, Meg. So guys, if you want to get in touch with Meg, we'll make sure there are her details in the caption to this podcast, or you can give us a shout and we can pass on Meg's details for you. So that's everything for today from us. So we will say goodbye for today and see you next time.